Good morning, welcome back. We are right outside one of my living room windows where this lovely thistle decided to grow. Well, I let it grow so we could do this video for y'all. This type of thistle is known as a bull thistle, also a cotton thistle, a boar thistle, and if you look closely at the leaves, they have all these little spiny things. They've got these big, beautiful purple flowers. And we're going to be going over some of the various edible uses and medicinal uses of this plant. In just a minute, I'm going to go get a couple of little implements and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I should have gotten all this stuff first. There's a lot of this plant that is actually edible if you want to go to the work for it. You can cut off these little flower things and eat them. Now these older ones, that one's not quite dry enough. Let's see, I think there's one. Is this one dry enough? Anyway, when you, ouch, see, and they're very pokey, that's why people don't like them. When they get really dry, you could use these little things for tinder. You could actually, these are little seed things, you could take them out and roast them and eat them. I mean, the problem with eating this plant is that it's actually kind of a lot of work for not much return, because these young leaves you could eat, but of course you want to cut the spines off. Well, once you cut the spine off, let me get my little scissor here. Let's cut a short one, and then we'll cut these spines off, because obviously you don't want all these spines getting into your stomach and causing issues from that. Missed a couple here. I mean, look at that. That's just a little tiny bit, and look how many you'd have to get to do anything with. You can eat these really young ones like this in a salad. They're supposed to be they really don't have any flavor, and that's what it says. They don't have much flavor. Now, you could also cut these bigger ones and cut the spines off and soak them in salt water for 24 hours and then steam them for greens. There again, they don't have a lot of flavor. But hey, if you're stuck out on a camping trip or the world's coming to an end and you need food, here's how to get it. Another thing you can do is these big long stalks in here, which there again you'd have to cut off all these spines and leaves and everything. You can actually steam, and they're supposed to be kind of like eating asparagus. The roots can be dug up and eaten, which we'll actually do that later this fall. The roots have a starch called inulin in them, which is not digestible by humans. And actually it can cause gas. So there again, you know, it's kind of one of those plants where you really need to be hurting to even want to eat it. Its biggest value is medicinal. And what I'm going to do is, where's the loppers?
Behind you.
Oh, I didn't see it. We are going to, or I am going to, cut down these big spiny things. Ouch. And this is also why it tells you to use gloves, because they are very, very stickery. Now, I can use all these, you can see there's some really big leaves on some of these. And what you do is I'm going to get my gloves on because they are very stickery. The leaves, the Indians used them, and actually there's naturopath doctors that use them even today, is cut these big, oops, now of course I can't use my scissor because I can't get my fingers through there. Silly. Is use these big leaves, because we're going to have to cut these spines off. And we will soak them and make a tincture, and that tincture is extremely beneficial to people with different kinds of arthritis. I was reading this one doctor's papers, and he was saying that he's actually gotten people off their arthritis meds and taking this tincture so many times a day, and within a few months they're totally pain-free, their joints work well, and so it might be something to consider, because I tell you what, it's a lot cheaper to find a friend or some place that has these thistles in and get the vodka or whatever to soak them in for a few weeks than to be paying for expensive meds. So anyway, that's a little bit about this thistle, and we'll be back after a bit and we'll show how to make that tincture. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you later.